It's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
And boom, there we go. Okay, we good.
Boom.
What's up? Welcome back, goddammit, to another edition of Tell Me a Joke, the guideline of Chasing the Dream. I'm your host, Maniacal, Menace. Kyle Smith say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And today I got on side me. Look at all fresh and dapper.
That was fast.
I got the trust the shooter himself, Mr. Mc Lyro.
The magnificent one.
Sir?
Yes,
the
I'm
poet
here.
now loading.
Poet now loading.
Yes,
that's right. Locked
with the
in,
grill and
loaded.
everything. I
Yes.
probably out of frame like a motherfucker.
And there you was out of frame, but you jumped back in.
There we go.
Real
Okay.
quick.
Okay, good. We got it. How
Yeah.
you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. That's why I got these colors on. I'm
vibrant.
vibrant.
I like it. I like it.
It's a vibrant thing.
You
Shout out
look,
to
you look
Q-Tip.
like a good newscaster next on the
You
side
know
of
what?
me right now.
And I'm here to bring the news that you can use.
Nigga
You understand?
sports. Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. Live from Nigga Sports.
That
We
feels
do. We
good.
look like we about to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
broadcast some shit that we about
Yeah.
to watch real quick. You know
what I'm saying?
The live color commentating. Yeah, and then see we got a good view. This is better because
Number 32 is on the run from 12. Right now, he is in the lead.
I like that imagery.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I got it from you. Yeah, it's rubbing off. The comedy is rubbing off
Yes,
on me.
sir.
You know
Hell
what I mean?
yeah.
Commentary.
Oh man, how's your life been, man? How things been going?
You ever seen Talladega Nights?
Yeah, I love it.
I feel like every time I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know where I should hold the mic. I don't know if it's too close.
No, just if you want to see your grill, you can always put it down here. I can always adjust you and
can
everything.
adjust. Okay, no,
however
but what
you
was the
feel.
question?
How's your life going?
Oh, it's going well. I'm
Yeah.
making some additions to my life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Additions, that's the word.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we got a couple of additions coming on. Some mini-me's on the way.
Okay. I
Yeah,
just
some
had me a
mini-me's on the way.
mini-me.
Yeah, huh?
I just had me a mini-me.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I seen you with one.
Yeah, he's 2 months now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It is?
Yeah, new
Yeah,
daddy
try.
is.
How about I got, they're twins.
Whoa. There you go. Double the
Yeah.
trouble.
Yeah.
I love it. That's what's
You
up.
know, but you know they're fighting to get here. You know how it goes.
I
You
feel
know
that.
they're fighting
I
to
feel
get
that.
here. So you know we in the fight with them. So
Yeah.
I'm loving the process.
The process is always a fun
Yeah, I'm
thing.
loving the journey. So it's just me, God, and my baby.
Yeah.
With my babies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
So fighting them to get them here. So you
Go
know,
ahead and
shout out to
protect
them.
them. Mhm.
Yeah, blessings.
Yeah, I used to pray over my wife's belly whenever we would be sleeping. I didn't tell her until now.
Oh,
like yeah, I would
I'ma
just
start
like,
doing
oh
that.
yeah, and then she was like, "Why you was touching me last night?" And I was like, "I was praying on
Yeah,
your belly."
they do be nosy, don't they?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's always-
what was
she's
you
always-
saying
she's so
to my
mean.
belly? Don't worry about
Don't
it.
worry
I'm
about
trying
that.
to
Just
juju this shit
understand
in.
This baby is here now, and I
Yeah.
feel it was my doing.
I'm
because,
trying
you know,
to
I
juju the shit
Boom.
out of her belly to get,
put that
get some
anointing
here.
on,
We need
that
everything.
belly button.
Yeah, ancestors, God,
Definitely.
the goddesses, Buddha, Jesus, Black Jesus,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, Asian Jesus,
Asian.
whatever gods we can use.
Would that be Buddha?
Whatever gods we could use.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what we're trying to do. You know,
Yes,
do what we got
sir.
to do. I'm loving it though.
Yeah, dog. So, man, you do so much, especially for this poetry community. Like, what
thank you.
what got you into like actually wanting to do what you do for poets and just for yourself?
Like in the beginning, like
Or just, well,
with
because I know you also you're trust the shooter. You're somebody who knows you have an eye for detail when it comes to being behind the camera.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
your poetry paralysis is phenomenal. Like when I first saw you, I was just like, oh, this is a dope ass poet. Like
Right.
you brought me you made me understand that there was another level to poetry. I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
God damn it! Now I have to get back in the lab.
But
and do
that's
more
crazy
shit.
because when I hear your poetry, I'm just like, yo, son, I gotta write this motherfucker. he is maniacal and
accented each other.
diabolical with these words. Like no, you're awesome too. So
Thank you, sir.
But it's things like that, not not making yourself in your own mind too high on the totem pole to not learn and be inspired by any and everything. Saul Williams, the movie Slam, that's what made me want to be the type of poet that I am now.
Now, is this a slam poetry movie?
Yeah, it's a poetry movie, but it's a movie with poetry in it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I've never seen a movie with poetry in it.
It's a different perspective where it's a movie where everybody ain't a rapper from the streets trying to make it. This is a poet that is a street nigga.
Yeah. But
he doesn't, he's just trying to hustle his way out, but he uses poetry instead of rap or basketball. But he's still in that same neighborhood that you're used to seeing in those films. And but it's just he's a poet.
Oh.
And so he uses that as an outlet, you know what I mean? But he still goes through things, and poetry intervenes and kind of saves, I don't want to tell the whole story, but he stopped a gang war in the jailhouse with a poem.
With poetry?
Yeah.
Come on.
And when I seen that scene, I was just like, son, that's what I want to do for the culture. I want my
power of the pen.
Yeah, I want to write a poem that is possible to do what Malcolm and Martin did with their speeches, and what I just seen Saul Williams do with a poem. Yeah. Because I'm like, I can't write speeches like that yet, but I know I could write some rhymes together and stuff like that. Right. So that related to me more, and I was like, I want to do that.
And so is that like what got you in? Is that what got you into poetry, or you were already into poetry before that came about?
I started writing my feelings. I started writing my feelings first, and then I just started writing like erotic shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a lustful little kid trying to figure out sex. So my pops had an extensive Asian porn tape collection that I would climb through the window through the porch.
That was his thing, Asian porn.
I would climb through the window through the porch. Every time they would leave, I just climbed through the window through the porch, open up the joint. Yeah, and I just watched these clips. I was like, oh, this is what's going on here. And then you had Cinemax, which was Skinemax.
Oh, Skinemax.
Shout out to Emmanuel.
I miss that.
Do you know about Emmanuel?
I don't know. Wait, is that was the name of the show?
Yeah, it was like this white lady. I don't know, but it was just some
I know.
sensual shit.
See, when I got a little bit older, I knew about Zane Sex Chronicles, but Emmanuel, I didn't know about Emmanuel.
Yeah, she's the OG to soft porn, Skinemax.
Softcore.
Yeah, so I just started writing what I saw. So those things give you feeling and thoughts. So I started writing like sexy shit, and I would just read it to my homegirls at night, and they was just like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, like, you got some more of that shit? I was like, fuck yeah, what do you mean? I do this.
So that's how, because I don't think I've ever heard anything erotic from you before. Like, it's always
I started out with love. And erotic stuff. I did, yeah.
Because like the first time I saw you, it was something deep that took me on a journey, which was very lyrical, a lyrical journey.
That's when I got into conspiracies, because as I got older, then I got into more about the culture, and I started discovering more of the history and learning more about Malcolm and Martin, then going into not so much the ones who were promoted, as the cultural leaders, but now going in deep into the culture and seeing the brothers that are still doing it, going into the Hebrew Israelites, going into the brothers, all the brothers in Harlem, all the gods in Harlem. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Going into all those things, and so now my mind is filled with all this information. Yeah. So I'm just like, and I want to share it. So how do I share it? So poetry showed me how to share 400 years of information in 3 minutes.
So with your poems, do you do research, or is this just knowledge that you already have?
It's knowledge that has been compiled from the days that I walked my different spiritual walks, from the days where I didn't have a religion or a belief system, just observing, and then the days where I got into walking with the Hebrew Israelites for 2 years, and eventually teaching. teaching that scripture, being a student, and then being able to get myself up to the point to where I was actually preaching on the street corners.
What?
Yeah, and that it required so much study.
Yeah.
They were very strict on that. And it required so much study, and that's really took me to a whole different level. It made me look at the world just totally different because the depth in which we studied, it just blew my mind, all the information. And then, when you leaders like educators and teachers like Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark, they talk about if you want to know your history, you have to know your enemy's history.
Yeah.
So when I started doing all those things, now I have all this information just bottled up, and I didn't have an outlet to give it. Once I stopped walking with the Hebrew Israelites, it's like, now how do I don't preach no more, so how do I give this information?
See,
how do I share it with the culture?
This is one of the things I'm glad that I do this, just because I would have never known this. Like, how do you actually get into something like that? Like, where did you have to look this up to find where you can go to actually become this person, or get into this organization, or how you would?
I seen
describe
the same thing, the same way that when Martin and Malcolm was running around and the Panthers was running around doing their thing, and how it influenced brothers and sisters to reach out. Yeah. That's what Brother Rakah from the Gathering of Christ Church, when I first seen him, my brother Mike Scott, we were just into just research, and so once he seen him, he was sharing. He's like, brother, you got to see this, brother, man. This man is sharp. Like, I'm talking about Malcolm X sharp. Like, he is cutting down anybody who asks him questions. Like, you know what I mean? So we started viewing him, and then we would just build on it, on the stuff that we were watching, from time to time, and what we thought about it. And then we finally started reaching out and trying to reach out to him, and then reach out to him. Next thing you know, then we're talking to the man via YouTube or Facebook at the time.
Yeah.
And then now we're studying the teachings. Then I'm eventually I'm inside the group now. Now I'm part of the group. Now I have a name now. Now I was called Brother Ahab. Oh. Yeah. So I had many names. Brother Ahab. Then once I got away from him, because he had some stuff going on. He started taking niggas' wives. He used scripture to take niggas' wives eventually. Like, listen, this man was sharp though. I'm talking about Malcolm X sharp. Yeah. No one can confound that man.
Malcolm, I can understand that.
This man on the street corner I'm talking about, he would pull out atlases, encyclopedias, and he would know those books front to back. Yeah. So no matter what religion, what race you were that came up to try to debunk what his doctrine was, he had an answer for you. Had an answer for you. You know what I'm saying? And the Hebrew Israelites' point was, the 12 tribes of Israel are the Hispanics, Native Americans, and the Negroes of the diaspora. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that is the doctrine for that. And so that gave me a different perspective of the Bible. That gave me a different perspective of history, and that we need to search more. But I eventually get kicked out of groups because I ask too many questions and I study real well. And then I start finding the loopholes, and they're like, he's trying to overthrow us. Get him out of here. Yeah. Blasphemy. Ah! So I always get kicked out of shit.
That's awesome, though. Like, just to say that you can actually, you've had that part of your life to where you were actually in some organization to where, it's not the norm in society. It's not something that people normally think about. Especially because that's not the first thing like I think about when I see somebody. It's like, oh, he's a black Israelite.
Yeah.
All right,
Israelite niggas. Yeah. Y'all see them out there. Y'all see Israelite. They be deep. That's like how I was screaming on white folk.
Come on,
you devil. You devil. You a liar. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. Yeah, we used to scream on them boys.
So how did that feel to be able to like knowing that this is what it's about to be? Like, was there any type of angst or anxiety before you would actually go out and actually preach your wisdom?
Yeah, there was always nervousness, but we were so empowered because it felt like we found. It felt for me. It felt like I found God. Now I found. Okay, I found the real understanding of God. I found it. I found it. I found the answers. You know, where you always hear, you know, even in the music, you know, they lying to us about this and lying about that, but you don't have any proof. Now the Israelites gave you the proof.
Yeah.
They showed you the proof. They at least gave you a blueprint on how to find the proof to what our origins are. You know what I'm saying? To, you know, we can tie it to something. We're not just niggas in America, but we're tied to something. We're not, you know what I mean? So it unwhitewashed all the images that were whitewashed, you know what I'm saying, before I even was born. So it empowered me. So I was nervous, but also excited and thrilled to get out there and scream on Whitey. Just what it was, man. You know what I mean?
And this is basically what shaped your poetry to where it is now.
Yeah.
So what is your process of writing?
God.
Oh.
He gives me a download and I got to catch it or it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I load up on information, or, you know, I just load up on information wherever I'm led to. It's emotional. So everything's internal. So, but the words being put together, I think that's a combination of what I indulge in knowledge-wise and in life, and then it's almost like a signal of, okay, now it's time to tell them about it. Now it's, you know, but I'm not putting it together by myself because I can hear it and see it.
Yeah,
and then it's like, oh, okay.
I've always wondered in
Okay.
my head because I'm like, sometimes like when I write a line or a line comes to me, I'm like, where did that come from? Like usually I'll be able to throw out a word that I've never heard, like I've never spoken of in my life, but it fits. Like I have to go to the dictionary often because words just pop up in my head. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I don't remember hearing this word before, but apparently it fits for the criteria that I'm talking about.
Some part of your soul, somewhere on your life timeline of existence, somewhere something is resurging once you start tapping into things. And I think that's what, for me, it's whatever my lifetimes, which one of my lifetimes were. I know the revolutionary lifetime, the whatever that time frame is, it just sticks with me.
Yeah.
You know, that ancestral part of my soul is awakened when I tap into that. And there's something that is unsettled in my past time, in my past lives. There's something that's unsettled. The version of me is just unsettled and it won't subside. So I think I awakened that when I started walking with the different revolutionary minded pro-black groups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It awakened this warrior that just unfinished business.
Did you see yourself becoming like when you was growing older, like when you was littler? Did you understand that this is where your life would take you?
No, I don't even. I barely plan, which annoys the shit out of people that I'm in relationships with and family. I just go. I'm
just
fucking
go.
nomad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
nomad.
I mean, but with the artist brain, like that's mainly how things happen with us. We just like, this is, I have this idea, I have to act upon it, or I'm gonna lose it.
I think planning interrupts God.
Yeah,
I think planning interrupts God a lot because you keep trying to plan for stuff, but you haven't consulted with God, so you're going with what you think, but if that wasn't in the plan, then you have to be ready for it to alter. Yeah. And then sometimes, you know, there's not an answer for what you need to do. You're just sitting and waiting and being still. And then the answers come. It's like, oh, okay, this is why I was sitting here for so long. This is why I had the feeling of I'm not in a rush, even though I have some kind of plan. It's just like a plan interrupts God a lot. Yeah, because you're not doing too much listening, so you think you got it all planned out, as they say. You think you got it all planned out. Yeah. And then something else happens because you have to trying to hear God is difficult. You know what I mean? When you're moving so fast and you're trying to assume what you should do instead of adhere or wait for your orders.
Do you believe in reincarnation?
I believe in a lot of things. I believe that we don't know half of anything.
Yeah, you have a vast thought process when it comes to the world.
Because when you look at people, when you just look at people, it's just like, it's like racism is ridiculous, right? Because I'm a colorist, right? Even when I in film, there is no such thing as black or white when you're trying to edit what we call white people or black people, or you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. It does not make sense because black doesn't make up the color of our skin on the color wheel. There's white doesn't make up the skin of Caucasians on the color wheel. It doesn't make sense. So racism is stupid. It makes no sense because it's not real. So it's just like, people will show you like we don't know anything. We have to observe more and see what's happening. We like to tend that we know something, but we're not observing enough and watching and seeing what is happening, and then adapting to what is actually happening in real time. We're too busy trying to be in control, instead of being in alignment.
That's deep, my nigga. Do you meditate? When smoking was a form of my meditation. Yeah, did you stop?
I recently stopped because I felt myself getting out of control with just everything, lust. I just felt like I just didn't have control of myself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, in everything. Like I wanted to do certain things, but habits and just habits of life just would interrupt that. Like I can't want to be the magnificent Mc Lyro. You take a shower and you dress to the nines, you put on your cologne, but then you go blow it down in the car for about 30 minutes, and now you smell like it doesn't make sense. And what's the point? You shouldn't just took a shower. You should just came outside just dirty. Yeah. Like, because when I smell other brothers and shit, I'm like, damn, that shit is horrible, fam. And it's just like, there's a time and place for that. And it's just like, and I just started realizing that the things that I'm trying to get to, there are childish habits and a way of dealing with certain things that are getting in the way of my elevation. Yeah. I don't have to smoke all the time because you can't say, oh, my mind is powerful, but then you need to be
lifted just for you to be able to write something.
Because your mind should be able to do that. All you're doing is cutting out the middleman, because your mind can literally develop these things that are happening with the drugs that are using, or your stimulants, or your coffee, these stimulants, everything that you're trying to stimulate your mind with, it naturally happens. But because you're too lazy and you don't want to meditate and you don't want to breathe right and you don't know how to breathe and you don't know, when's the last time most people looked up at the sky just to even see the clouds move?
Oh, I do that often.
You know what I mean? It's just so
I'm different.
Yeah, we're not as conscious as we think we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We think if we get some locks, you know what I mean? Because I remember, when you get locks, everybody thinks that you're,
you're Rasta.
Yeah, you about to teach them something spiritual. Right. No, you could be a dumbass.
Straight patchouli.
You could have some beautiful locks and be a dumbass.
I got locks for the look aspect, not the
but it's a journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but, yeah.
I definitely, because I've been sober for 6 months now. Okay. Not because I wanted to, it's because I'm on papers and I hate it. But the sobriety, it came to a point to where, like, I can't drink, I can't do anything. I can't drink, I can't smoke. It's like I use that as a crutch at a certain point to where it's like, this is what I needed. But when it came to me, like, being out in Texas for as long as I have been now, it's probably like 4 or 5 years now. There was this certain time in my life where I was like, why is everything so hazy? Like, because coming from New Orleans, where I was born and raised, that it is a drinking city. Like, we can drink anywhere. You can take your drink, boom, I'm going to the next bar to go drink some more with the drink that I have in my hand already. And so that it clouds your judgment when it comes to actually thinking about what is priority in life. And like once I got to other places to where it's like people didn't drink as much, or they had to drink real fast before the bars closed. And I'm like, this makes no sense. Like, I would go out wrecking cars and shit because like I felt as if I needed to drink, and I'm a small man. I don't need to drink as much. So now that I don't drink at all, like my mind I have clarity. And it's so weird. It took me to fucking get in trouble and to understand that, oh, this wasn't something that I needed.
Yeah.
Now, like, when I do get off papers, I'm going back to smoking. Like, fuck the law. But, like, when it comes to drinking, that's not something that I'm going to do as much because I didn't, like, it was fun during the time, but I didn't like my judgment that it gave me. And there's certain recordings that I have of myself when I was sloshed and slurred, and I there was things that I would say to where I was like, I don't know who that nigga is. Like, who is this? And, when I look at him, I'm like, oh, that's me? Yeah. I'm saying this shit? And it's like, oh, wow. Yeah. I didn't, so I don't like the person that I do become. I'm not thinking that I'm saying that I'm a bad person. It's just that.
You don't like that version?
Yeah, I don't like that version of myself. And I black out easy.
People will do that to you too.
Yeah.
People are just as bad as alcohol. If you're around certain people, you're gonna get drunk with their
energy.
Mentality.
Yeah,
you're gonna get drunk in their mentality, and that shit is real. Birds of a feather flock together, right?
Yeah.
So like you're gonna get drunk with their mentality. It's gonna infect you, and then because there's no one saying, "Hey, this shit is not cool," they're on go with the way they're going. So they don't give a shit about what you dream to be.
Right.
They don't go with what they're doing. They're like,
they sure
listen.
Don't. Everybody has their own little guideline to where they want to get.
They don't give a fuck. You got wings. They're like, we're not here to fly, nigga. We are on the ground on this bullshit. You know
I'm trying to get to your platform as well. Nigga.
So you niggas don't want to fly anywhere?
Boom.
No, we don't have wings, nigga. We don't give a damn. Okay, you want to, so that's the thing. Like, you got to hang with the right people. Like. You can't be a bird with people that are supposed to be on the ground because they're never going to help you understand flight.
Yeah.
So you're wasting your time.
Oh, that's nice.
They don't have wings, so they'll never talk to you about flight. You'll never build on what you're actually purposed to do. Yeah. Or how you're built. So whatever you're built like, you have to get around things that accommodate how you're built, how you're programmed. Anything outside of that is going to deter, distract, and stagnate you from what you're supposed to be. So like stop talking to people, stop hanging with people, or stop. I don't care, brother, sister, mother, father. I don't know.
I've definitely looked at that as an aspect of like, oh, I gotta cut some people out of my life. Like, I only have so many friends, but now being in this community of poets like this, like everybody's like-minded, and we understand that we're here to help each other out.
Everybody in the poetry scene is not like-minded.
No, not
crazy. Have you been on the poetry scene?
I'm sorry.
It's crazy.
The people that I run into.
That you are,
yeah. That's why I talk to
a lot of crazy.
That's why I talk to certain people, because it's not everybody that comes on here that I'm like, oh yeah, we see eye to eye. No, because I wouldn't be able to have a conversation with that person. Yeah. But the people that I ingrained my memory to, like, I'm like, okay, I can fuck with this person because we have that similar type of thought process to where it's like, oh, we can navigate this world without, with passing by these demons and all of these crutches that we don't want to deal with.
Right, because a poem will get you twisted. They'd be like, oh, that poem is beautiful. I want to meet that person. No, you don't. It's a lie. It's a lie. They're up there acting.
It's a facade.
Okay.
It's a facade. They just putting words together. Just
because you'll see a poet and you just be like, oh man, I just thought you were a different person. You find out that they're a trash bag.
One of those terrible flimsy ones. The ones that's gonna bust. That's why you gotta double bag them. Watch out for these double bag trash bags out here.
Yeah, for real.
You don't want to deal with these
I've been so disappointed so many times. It's like, I thought you were so different about your poetry.
I see. Okay, please expound on this, because I haven't ran into. He's like, no, don't. I love it.
Let's go. Let's get it.
I have not ran into anything of that sort, because I don't,
because
I
poets
read
are
energy
real
well.
people.
Yes.
Like, you forget that on the stage. You watch me and be like, oh, it's amazing. So you just think, like, you know, you like listen, like you'll get up there, yeah, like you'll get up there and see me do, you know, this revolutionary shit, and then you might catch me on some ratchet shit. Like, what are you doing, bro? Fuck everyone. You know, I done got up there, ancestors closer, please. Oh, I love the culture. And I get out and fuck everybody. Get away from me. I don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? So you have to remember that poets are just real people. They still have their issues. They still have their character flaws. So you can't be dismayed by the stage.
I'm a good character of being able to read energy, just from the comic side of me, to being able to pick up on certain people's energy and everything, and use it with like if I feel that the energy is off, I'm like, oh no, I'm high and by. Like that's why I whenever I do come places, I like to play the backfield. I like to lurk in the corner, just because like I'm not easily seen, especially if it's going to be a dark corner. You're not going to see me back here, but I also get to watch everything that's happening. Because I definitely want to see how I'm going to maneuver in this room here, because like I only have so much time to deal with so much, and it is bullshit when you have somebody that invades your space and comes with the unnecessary fucking energy that you don't want to portray in the world at all. And it's like I don't like how you're approaching me. I don't like your whole aura. Your aura's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like I can definitely see it, and so, but I haven't ran.
Man, I ran into
too many people like that.
I'm telling you, a poet to get on stage and say they want love, and then when you see them in real life, they are a whore bag. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like it doesn't
all
add
types
up.
of bags over here.
It's just like, you know, it's like it doesn't add up. It does not add up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, don't be dismayed by poets, man. And we're real people. You know what I'm saying? We still got character flaws. Like, do not be dismayed.
How long have you been doing poetry for?
Is it 20 years?
Ooh, okay.
2000. No, wait. Because I did start in high school. So sophomore year in high school, that was about 97. Yeah, 97. Since 97.
The 90s, my nigga.
Since 97.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I found out I was doing poetry, sophomore year in high school. And ever since then, I've been rocking and rolling, doing it professionally, maybe since 2015.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I was just like, I guess a certified, I've been a poet since high school, but a spoken word artist maybe like around, not until I got to Houston, until I seen poets in Houston. I said, holy shit. I got to write.
Animal. Yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy. Animal. This is the shit I was looking for right here. This feel like hip hop.
I came from LA with this more this higher thought on actual what poetry is to me and what it means to me, because like when I was in New Orleans, that's where I'm born and raised, like it was just comedy. It was straight comedy until I wanted to find another way to be seen besides like, oh, everybody's doing the same thing. Like, it's one thing to be a shock value comic, but it's another thing to do something that nobody else is doing.
Right.
So this is why comedy poetry came about, because I'm like, oh, this is where I can kind of be myself and be who I am, but also stand out from the rest.
Yeah.
And so like once I went out to LA thinking that, oh, this is the Mecca. This is where I need to be to become a fucking famous comedian. It is not. It is not. It is a cesspool of succubi out there. And I was like, fuck this place. You know, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. But
Cali is beautiful.
The people are fucking hateful. And it's like, this is not,
like, how y'all
I'm
so
not used to
hateful? You're
this.
by the beach. This is ridiculous.
How?
You know, that we never understood that.
Out here.
It's crazy. It's like, you guys are by the beach. You should not be gangbanging.
But see, that's the thing.
It's so beautiful out here. It's too beautiful out here to be gangbanging and doing all this stuff.
I went to the hood area. Well, what they say is the hood area. I'm like, nigga, y'all got palm trees. Like, what the fuck is hood
Yeah,
about
that's what
this?
happened when I came to Houston. I was just like, what, Mo City? I was like, there's brick houses out here. How is this? This is not.
This is what y'all call hood?
This is where Zero's from. It looks wonderful out here. Why is Zero so angry?
Where the trash at? Like,
Zero,
I'm looking.
Shout out to Zero though. Nah. Mo City dog.
Shout outs. I'm trying to find the griminess of y'all hood.
Yeah, Fifth Ward.
Well, okay, no.
Third ward,
Depending,
the bottom.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, you go to those places. Then you start to see the diversity. Like the city is beautiful and it can be ugly too.
Yeah.
So, and then the ugly can come out of the beauty could come out of the ugly. That's the beautiful
GPS
thing.
told me to turn around. I was like, nigga, you don't want to be here. I was like, I didn't know.
Third ward.
I had no
you go
idea.
to third ward. You know what I mean. You see a little bit, but you get a lot of culture.
Yeah.
When you pass up the fourth and into the fifth, you are in a dangerous zone.
In a very dangerous
They were shooting
area.
last night. I live in Fifth Ward. They were shooting last night for no reason.
What? I
was washing dishes.
It's not the 4th of July.
Shots were going off for no reason. I was washing dishes. I was like, this is ridiculous.
They shooting over dishes. No, that's and that's when the streets get bad and the potholes they don't decide to fix them because it's like if more potholes you can't run that fast.
Yeah, so if you run into a poet from Fifth Ward, don't listen.
Be careful.
Be careful.
Is that what it is?
I don't care how pro-black they sound on the mic. They will kill you. Nah, I'm playing. They got a pistol in their purse.
This is the thing I need to know. I need to know these things. Not being from here, there's certain things. It's like, yes. We don't
where are you
fuck
from?
around with the fuck around. I'm from,
where are you from? What side of town you from? No, what side of town you from? Tell me what side of town you from. All side. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. Safe nowhere.
Shout out to Drinker for being from all sides of town.
Yeah, first of all, I knew Drinker was dangerous when I seen her go too. I was like, she like a janky promoter when she smiled. I was like, she is gonna hustle me out of my drawers. And now, boom, that's it. She got me.
Hustling salt to a snail. Yes.
Fucking water to a whale.
This is a hustle city though.
Yeah.
Like this is the city, where I've seen your chameleonaires and your fucking I can't even. Slim Thugs, Mike Jones.
But it makes the greatest hustlers, though. It makes the greatest hustlers
out to the world.
It makes the greatest hustlers and entrepreneurs. That's
it does.
That's the amazing thing about Houston. They have the. What I loved about Houston, it showed you how to get it on your own. Like there's no excuses. People from Houston, they don't have no excuses. Like, bro, we got to get it on our own. The culture didn't want to mess with us. The industry didn't want to come fuck with us. So we created their own culture. They created their own culture. They created their own industry.
Yep.
And then now everybody jocking their style. I'm from the East, so I watched it.
So you born and raised in Houston?
No, I'm from Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Yeah, I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Like I'm up north. I'm in New York tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. I'm from that side. So like coming when I got out here in 2003, I was able to see the culture. Now then I started to understand the culture and started to love the culture, and I was just like, damn, like for real, you really got to respect, Texas, because they got it out there. They're getting on their own.
Out the mud, definitely out the mud.
Getting out their own.
Yeah.
So it really gave me a lot. It gave me a lot more character, a lot more principle with doing my thing in this game. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Texas.
This city definitely does build character, and that's one thing, because just being down here, actually seeing what people are doing and the maneuvers that people do take to get, like, everybody has something. Everybody is trying to do something. You're getting somewhere. Like, somebody has a certain talent, and there's so many places, there's so many venues and so many outlets that you can go to. Not saying that all of them are good.
Texas shows you how to be gangster. Texas has gangsters with manners. Not real shit. G's with fucking manners. Like they are big on manners.
Hood niggas with ascots.
Respecting moms. Respecting T lady. You know what I'm saying? Don't step on the lawn. You know what I mean? Like Texas is Houston in general too is just big on respect, but some gangster shit could go down in a respectful way. You know what I'm saying?
Respectful way.
It could go down in a respectful way, like be a gentleman.
It's like a plus.
But it could go left, and you know what I'm saying. So that's what I learned from them. It's like, yo, show respect, be a gentleman.
Is it not like this in Connecticut?
And it's faster up north. They don't give a fuck about nothing.
What do you mean by faster?
It's faster. It's more agitated. Texas is more like, yo, relax, slow down.
Yeah.
Up north is like DMX. Yo, It's like, bruh.
Because it's so cold, I gotta hurry up and get inside.
I'm telling you, the moment you land, and I'm telling you, there's somebody it's just fast. It's just like, bro, relax, what's going on? Yeah. Like everything is just more accelerated. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about mentality. We're saying that the character is like, down here is just like, yo, take your time, B. You know what I mean? You ain't got to move so fast, talk so fast. You ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to talk too much. And in Texas, it's like you don't talk too much. It ain't about all that talking because we finna walk this yard. Up north, you can talk. It's a little more talking. It's a little more showmanship in situations like that. It's like, you know what I mean. You could talk a lot more. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just more aggressive in that fashion. You know what I mean. So it's just different. You know, it's just a different way they go about things. Even just the stimulants are different. You know, there's more uppers down. There's more downers down here.
Yeah.
So everything is more of a slow
things
even
down.
Yeah, even just the pace in which they do things. Like you can you go up north. If you are at like in New York, the moment the light turns green, I swear to God, for a 1/10 of a second, if you do not push that gas,
oh, you're gonna get honked
8
at.
cars behind you are on your top, fam. But down here, you can sit at the light for 30 minutes in Texas and swing all 4 blocks. You can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. You can't in New York. They will shoot you, fam, for a light. Like, you know, it's just different.
See, the thing is, I wasn't fond on LA, and I was like, fuck New York, I don't want to go to New York, until I visited New York, and I was like, why does this feel like home? Why does this feel like the place that I need to be? I should have came here first instead of going to LA. I don't give a fuck for the cold. Like, fuck, me and cold do not mix.
No, it's
that is one
there,
thing.
though.
I put all my clothes on.
Yeah,
I had them all on, and it did not
cold
do
weather
any
is
justice.
fresh air. You need that. You know what I'm
What?
saying? That's what keep the sickness away. You know what I mean?
What?
Actually, you know,
I thought it
cold
gets
weather,
you sick.
Nah, that cold weather keep everything fresh. You know what I'm saying? That's what you put your meat in the freezer. You know what I'm saying? Put your meat in the freezer. Get you right. That's why niggas are still fucking during COVID. Up north. Up north niggas would put the dick in the freezer. Niggas is getting sick down south. Put your dick in the freezer. Put that pussy in the freezer. It's too hot down here. Too much bacteria. It's too hot. The sun never goes out.
That's a good way to look
Jesus
at
Christ.
it. That's a good way to look at it.
The sun is encroaching on our shade right now. This was a full shade a moment ago.
Like, I had to take my hand off the table because I was like, oh, my ring's
We're literally under a pavilion and the sun is still encroaching.
We gonna get you, nigga.
Yeah, we gotta scoot back every 2
I'm glad they had a breeze that came through.
I'm telling you.
Man,
yeah. Put your dick in the freezer.
I guess I need to be out there longer just to see it. But I did love it. I loved being out in New York. I was like, oh, I like the griminess of this.
Yeah.
It was fast paced. You know, motherfuckers is like, hey, nigga, what's happening? And then not what's happening, but like, what's up? What you doing? Like, people are in your face. What you need? You need something?
Yeah.
Okay, then, man,
you gotta
get the
watch
fuck.
that.
It's like, oh.
You gotta watch that. There's a lot
okay.
of fast shit going on. Just say no, keep moving. Like, nah, I'm good, son. I'm good, son. That's all you gotta. I'm good. Learn that, so I'm good, son.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's a girl or a boy.
Aggressive. They're aggressive.
Shorties be like, yo, what's up, son? What's good? What's good with you? Let me get that.
I got checked immediately.
Yeah, they'll get your number out there.
I had the wrong Timbs on.
What's
I didn't
good?
know I could have the wrong Timbs on. They were Timbs.
Which ones did you have?
They
on?
weren't the wheat kind.
What did you have?
I had some great Timbs on with the fold up. They fold and you can fold them down.
You're fancy.
Yeah.
So they was probably on your top. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I felt bad. I wanted to take my shoes off, but it was cold. I was like, I didn't know I couldn't wear it. I thought Timbs would be Timbs anywhere you go, but it's not the proper
real strict
Timbs.
in New York.
Yeah,
those are the OGs up there. That's the OG Tim wears. It's like, you can't violate them in New Jersey. Yeah, they wear them bitches today. They wear the regular ones to them just fall to the side. You understand me? You ever seen Biggie? You ever seen big clips of Biggie and Tim's?
Yeah,
bro, them shits they fall to the side.
I had the lean on them. I didn't know. I wish somebody would have told me because that's the only pair of shoes I had. I had these shoes and some Timbs.
Yeah,
just because I was like, it's gonna be cold.
Yeah,
and I need to be able to put the triple layer of socks on so I can at least be outside without my. I don't like my toes.
They was like,
cold.
he trying to get fancy. He think we ain't spotting him, son. What did it always be?
Yeah, that was too much.
What you doing, B?
Yeah, immediately they got on my ass. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
What you doing, B? What are those? What we doing out here, son? Really?
Man.
That's what you doing? That's crazy.
This is good. See, I could have used this knowledge when I went up there the first time.
Yeah, just be like, yo, chill, son. I'm good. Yeah, you know what I mean? That you don't learn that one phrase when you go up, you'll be safe.
Yo, chill, son.
Yo, chill, son. I'm good.
Okay.
Like, don't say it slow like that though. See
that
the
was too
difference?
much.
Yeah,
that was too slow.
That's the South in you. Like, Yo, chill, son. I'm good.
Yo, shit.
You
It's
see
still
that?
coming out
You
slow.
gotta,
It's
yo, chill, son. I'm good.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That'll keep you out of a lot of trouble. The moment you be like,
Yo,
yeah, what's
chill,
going
son, I'm
on?
good.
They're like, yeah, come here. We got him. No, don't do that. Don't say no. Just be like, yo, chill, son. I'm good.
Yo, chill, son. I'm good.
Yeah, that's it.
That's fast enough?
Yeah, you just cut it off a little bit. Yo, chill, son. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah.
Try it again. Let me hear.
Yo, chill, son. I'm good.
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo, chill, son,
Sometimes
I'm good.
I accent my words and I say them out too much.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you cut that word in half. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh.
Don't walk around and be
Right.
looking up at the buildings.
I
man.
went to a bodega.
Stop acting like you ain't been there before.
I got some cigars sold to me by an 11-year-old. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't even think you supposed to be selling
There's
this.
niggas on the
He
corner
was
everywhere
with it.
selling everything, and they got slogans for anything they selling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very surprised because he kicked this old lady out and he was like, next, what you need? I'm like, where's your daddy? Like, why are you?
Yo.
Why are you behind? He was taking the money and everything.
When I went back up top for the Dipset in the Locks battle, the son was outside selling. I'm telling you, listen, you can't stop New York niggas from selling anything. They don't care nothing about bootlegging laws or nothing, son.
At all.
They not even part of the official event. They already got your face on the T-shirt. They outside. They were like, "Yo, 2 for 40, 1 for you and your shorty.
Yo.
Let's go." Like they outside in your event. I'm telling you, if New York niggas come down here, I'm telling you, if we had a Poet Now Loading event, niggas that be outside have me and Drika on the short. Listen, we got Just Drika, Magnificent MC Lyro tees, 2 for 40, 1 for you and your shorty. Let's go. Like, yo, you know them niggas? Niggas is coming in with T-shirts. We're like, you know them niggas outside?
How they got
No.
your logo? Nigga, I don't know.
Bruh, listen, New York niggas are resourceful, fam.
Yeah, that's see when I was like that Diddy runs the city shit. When Diddy had that whole little hustle fucking program, that the show that he had where motherfuckers out there outside selling umbrellas and shit.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I ain't like selling candy for the Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck are we like? You want me to sell an umbrella on a sunny day?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
How? A nigga went and
Find a way.
He went and bought a pack of socks and flipped them bitches.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are you selling socks, sir?
Yo, supply
Like,
and
what
demand.
the fuck?
Supply and demand. You
A
know what
whole
I'm saying?
pack of socks. How
Yo,
you
what
flip
I need
that?
to do with socks? Yo, I don't know. You guys gotta figure it out. It's just like the Wolf on Wall Street. Dude said sell this pen. Remember he said sell this pen.
Yeah.
He's like, and everybody else was saying something stupid, and he's like, yo, write your name down. He said, I don't have a pen. Exactly.
Bang.
Supply and demand.
Got you.
You know what I mean? That's New York and
I got him.
But Houston will teach you that too because
It's a different way, though.
They out the trunk with it.
Yeah.
Out the trunk with anything. You know, when I first got down here, it was out the trunk. That was it. Out the trunk with anything.
And we got that's the same thing in New Orleans. But it's more of on a sneak tip. Like
Yeah, New Orleans, y'all niggas is dangerous.
We'll
not
put that
y'all niggas
bitch
is
in the store
dangerous.
real quick and be like, but we got a whole new mixtape. You heard that
New
new Wayne?
Orleans scares
like, how
me.
did you get this new Wayne? Like, don't worry about that.
Scares me and intrigues
Yeah.
me at the same time.
Yeah.
It is
Everybody
the
packed it with something.
first time I went down there, I think it's for the this is when I was part of Swamp Life Gators, man. We went down there to promote. This
It's a
is
fun
during the Bayou Classic.
Whew. Be careful during
And
Bayou Classic.
my man Swamp
Ooh.
told me, he said, son, when you see people running, get against the wall. I said, what kind of fucking advice is that to give to somebody coming to a city? What do you
That's pretty good advice.
Yeah, but I'm saying like what like
Oh,
You-
that's
you-
the first advice he gave.
yeah,
you.
so like is there any food spots? Any safety?
He didn't tell you
You're
nothing
telling
else
them we're going
besides
straight
hey.
into danger war zone? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like to promote music? Why?
Yeah.
Do they not love music? Son, if
No,
you see
they
people
love
running,
it.
get against the wall. I'm telling
just
you.
don't know who beefing.
We down there. First of all, saw a lady in the street get ass naked to fight. Then heard a shot go off, and there was a black hole came out of Bourbon Street and started running. And I was just like, I've never seen a stampede of this many Negroes in my life.
Yeah.
I was
we-
stuck. He grabbed
Getting out
me
of
by my
danger.
backpack. He said, "Nigga, I told you get against the wall."
Yeah, because you'll lose your entire party if you
Yeah.
just randomly run like that. Like you'll normally be able to see
Fam.
who's running where when
I
it
said,
comes
yo,
to.
Yeah, y'all crazy out there. It's crazy, but it's beautiful out there though. It's beautiful.
It is
everywhere
It is. I got
everywhere
caught
we're
up
at.
for a second. Cotton candy. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
I love the people
Been
watch.
a lot of yams walking around here.
Lots of. Lots of it.
That's what because it's Houston. That's the thing everybody loves about Houston. It makes the girls.
It's a melting pot of everything out here.
Show the skin.
Yeah,
you
only got served so many things in New Orleans. Like I ain't come to a place and see a mixed person until I left New Orleans. I was like, oh, what is this nationality?
Yeah,
I like this.
Yeah,
this
Houston's
comes with
a
everything
melting
that you
pot.
like. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, you can get a Negro Asian akin, Negro Asian akin. You know what I mean? You could get anything out here, any kind of mixture you want. It's
I had no clue. I was like, this is okay.
Yeah,
because it's so big.
The sun is a man's friend in Houston because the women have no choice but to show the skin.
No
man.
choice.
Yams
No choice.
I don't care if it's the middle of December.
We got off on a tangent.
Booty
just
shorts
now.
is out. It's Houston.
I like that.
Yeah.
See, sometimes you never know where this is going to go. And
Yeah.
like, I'm pretty sure that little boy was pee popping behind me. He was pecker popping for a second. I didn't catch him until late, but I saw him and I was like, this nigga.
There was somebody pecker popping behind us?
Man, the little boy. You didn't see the little boy with the fucking.
I got the shades on.
He had the pong thing going on. Yeah, he was directly behind us doing some shit.
That is diabolical.
I never catch it until late.
That's diabolical.
I never catch it until late. I'm like, God
Some
damn.
nasty work.
This
Them
nigga
pecker
was
pop with two guys on the camera. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nasty
And
work.
you probably got it in. I'm gonna have to check it later.
Yeah.
You got us. But
That's a clip for Instagram though. Viral, going viral.
And it's I mean, but
Peter
that's
Piper picked the pecker popper. Straight up.
It's so fun because like New Orleans, you got you.
Yeah, that's how I got Drika.
It's a
pecker popped her.
There you pecker.
Son made her put a dress on. I pecker popped
there
her.
was a certain point in time to where it was nothing but there's dances in the city.
Yeah.
They had this group called the Power Rangers. So you know like how you got your Big
Where's this,
Frida.
New Orleans?
Yes.
Okay.
How Big Frida got her dances and everything.
Okay.
Now there's just a group of people. I don't know if they have them like this anymore, but back then in the days, that's what they did. And if you wasn't ready, they'd steal your whole entire crowd of women. Because they'll come out and just the moves that they have with their hips, and they still got a few niggas that do dance, they still do the shuffle and shit, and they be grabbing.
So I love like the second line when y'all be doing the
second lines are fun.
Can you do the little
the little
footwork?
two-step? Yeah.
Is what? I'm not from there. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like,
so what's with the
umbrellas and the
string?
handkerchiefs?
The string. When they're doing when the band is playing, and then they got the dancers, but then there's the string that keeps them. So what is that? Where does that come from?
Okay, so the string is so nobody cut across your line. Like you don't want people to come across your second line. Like,
okay, that's what it's called. Okay, so the people dancing is
the
the second line.
Yeah.
First line is where the band is.
Right. Yeah, you have your
now
band
I understand it.
You have your band that leads the second line, and then you have the people that come in to the second line, and then they march down the street wherever they go. But if especially like during the parades and stuff.
Now I understand it.
Like if you in a parade and you the band, if the band is coming down, do not cross that band. Motherfucker will hit you with the trombone, the trumpet, anything.
Okay.
Motherfucker will purposely bow. Nigga, don't cross my line.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. That is a no-no.
That goes back to y'all being
So that is one of the. That's why they do have they have their security. Somebody that be like, back up, please. Like if St. Aug come down, if Southern come down, like motherfucker, the street will widen just because you need people to back up because these niggas coming with the tom, and they'll come down the street and they are trying to hit you. They're like, if you are in their way, they will feel glad to be able to pop you in the face.
Because some of them are probably, haven't caught a body yet on the. So they were like, I've been waiting to hit a nigga with this trombone.
We definitely take pride when it comes to our music and in the culture of the city. Oh yeah,
like look at this stupid ass nigga.
You know the sway about to come.
I'm finna rock him right in the forehead with this thing.
Yeah. Boop. He don't know. Lots of white people get knocked out.
The dumbass out.
You see it. They get trampled off.
I love it. I love that. I love that vibe out there, and plus also it has a lot of ancestry out there too. It's a lot of our history is out there. So you know what I'm saying. That's where we get a lot of that hoodoo, the voodoo. You know what I'm saying. The voodoo, the Ifa. You know what I'm saying. Our ancestral roots, man. You could go down. You get that vibe out there. So that's another walk I went into, Ifa. You know what I'm saying. I got the name Oya Bowale. You know what I'm saying? From Ifa, which is West African, from the West African belief system.
Yeah.
Where they get all the gods of Greece from, Greco-Roman. You know, where they get all their gods from. You know, they get it from us. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's another thing.
How did you come about that? Like, how did that?
Well,
this
you
is
know,
just another thing that you delved into.
Yeah, I mean, well, the others didn't have all of this development in their culture.
Yeah.
They learned how to conquer and copy. They conquer and copy. So, you know, Thor is, you know, Storm. Storm is a depiction of Oya. Thor and Zeus is also a carbon copy of Shango. You know what I mean? So we have roots to all of these things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we just have roots to all of these things. Once you start doing research, you be like, damn, that sounds a little bit like Thor. That sounds a little bit like the X-Men. When you start reading in the black culture, like, damn, that's what Storm was doing in Marvel Comics.
Y'all just took this from us. Y'all
like
gonna
that.
give us no credit?
That's a little similar to what. Oh, okay. So you start understanding. Okay, this is the where they went to get all the stuff that they put in our face to create their culture,
right?
Which we're part of this culture now, and it becomes this American culture, but they got it from somewhere because they didn't have these kind of concepts. They didn't think like that. They didn't see beyond the stars. They couldn't see beyond a certain way. And the more you research your culture, and then more you research the conquerors, you see how they conquered and what they came in with. They didn't come in with much.
Yeah.
But when they conquered, now all of a sudden, after they conquering things, now all of a sudden they're so illustrious, and now all of a sudden they know about medicine. Now all of a sudden they know about stones. Now all of a sudden they know about, you know what I'm saying, all these magical things. And when, you know, they didn't start with that. So they had to get it from somewhere, and so they got it from the people they conquered.
I've always wondered, I'm like, how did you come up with this? Who thought of this first? It's always the trickle down from the trickle down. It's like, this, and see, for you to be able to go ahead and give me that knowledge, like that is something that I'm going to go ahead and look up into now. Yeah,
when you're watching the X-Men, when they're telling you about any Greco-Roman Caesar, you know, and when you're watching their culture, when you're watching these things, you are literally watching yourself just washed into another culture, washed into another version. You're literally, their gods, their script, everything. It's just washed into another version of what you are. You know, it's the same thing like how they're mad about Beyonce doing a country album. We started country. Yeah, we started rock and roll.
I'm a little bit of country and I'm a little bit of rock and roll.
So we have the origins of all these things. Like we have these things. Like all instruments, every instrument has its root in Africa. Every single instrument in existence has its root in Africa. Period. That's fact.
The banjo. That's
fact.
I love it. God damn. This is,
it is what it is.
The lessons that you learn when you talk to a nigga that's been part of the Black Israelites. I don't even know if that's why that comes about. But that is interesting to me that and you was in there for so long until niggas started taking niggas' wives and shit. And it's like, hold on.
Yeah,
man, calm down.
You gotta relax.
Like, I'm out of here.
I'm telling you, the scriptures get powerful. The motherfucker take your bitch real quick. Under God. Nigga, take your bitch under God. Indivisible. For liberty and justice for themselves. Hoe ass niggas, man. Niggas will rob you too. Nigga, a priest, man, that priest in New York, that Moray, he still owe me $1,000. I made them goddamn garments and he didn't say. We paid him $1,000 for them garments and he ain't never sent them. Yeah, Moray. Moray Kuna. I remember his name. Moray Kuna. Yeah, that nigga.
Glad this is towards the end. Oh my goodness. Bitch, give me my money. Okay, all right, we got tears in my eye. Oh shit! All right, to break up the monotony of everything, I like to play a game of choices with everybody.
Okay.
This was good. Okay. All right, what you got is you got 4 choices and you got 4 options. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
This is dangerous. Go ahead.
Yeah. You got to be.
And see,
one
I don't
of
even
them.
smoke and drink anymore. If I
know.
This is me sober.
Yeah, exactly. This is the soberness of the soberness, and
both of us.
It ain't gonna be like this for long for me. But yeah, I feel you. Yeah, it's been eye awakening, and I'm like, oh, I can see it. Things are brighter now. All right, you got 4 choices and 4 options. Your 4
I
choices.
feel like sake is Asian pussy juice. Do you think that? I feel like we're being tricked this whole time. I don't know why that came to my head, but anyway, let's move forward. Sake is Asian pussy juice. I'm telling you, they're being tricked. Because I'm telling you, they didn't. No, I'm not. Let's go. Let's move forward. Okay.
All right, my cheeks hurt. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you got you got to be one, you got to raise one, you got to sell one, you got to have relations with the other
Be
one.
one, raise one, sell one.
Relations. With the other one. Yeah.
Relations. Be one, sell, raise, relations.
Right. And your choices are, your options are a mermaid, a mogwai, a Mexican, and a manatee.
I don't know what a mogwai is.
I got you. A mogwai is Gizmo. You remember Gizmo from Gremlins?
Okay, that's why I was thinking where it was coming from. The Gremlins, right?
Right.
A manatee is what?
It's Florida sea cows, the ones that were endangered for a minute. They were getting ran over by boats and shit. They stay in the mangroves, but I think they're okay now.
To get ran over by a boat, that was crazy. So either to be a little fucking gremlin,
you know how
ran over by a boat. Life of eventually getting ran over by a boat. What was the other choice?
Mexican and a mermaid.
A Mexican. That's almost like the getting ran about by the boat thing. What was it? The manatee.
Yeah.
So it's the same. Fuck, man.
You thought so deep into this just now.
And what was the last thing?
Mexican. You got
I think the mermaid's the only fucking choice.
And then relations with the other one. Be one, raise one, sell one, fuck one. And mermaid, mogwai, Mexican, manatee.
Okay, well, listen, listen, this is the thing. When it growing up, they said, Mexican pussy is a oven of wonderfulness. You understand? So we're definitely sleeping with the Mexican.
I love that it went this way.
We're definitely sleeping with the Mexican women because it was known it was known that, hey, and as you can see, they will bring you family. They will bring you family, so you will live forever. Okay, let's start there. Okay. So immortality will come from the Mexican vagina. So I'm starting with and then what else? I gotta be one.
Yeah, you gotta be one of them, raise one of them, and then sell one of them.
I'm definitely gonna sell the manatee because if it went extinct, it probably worth some money, like a Mexican.
That's good knowledge to know.
Okay. I gotta be in relation.
You fucking the Mexican. So that's what you. So you gotta.
And I'm selling the manatee.
You gotta raise one and you gotta be one, and you're selling the manatee.
So I would probably want to raise a mermaid because if I can make a deal with a white man, and I definitely can get that motherfucker and make some money off it. You know what I'm saying? So wait, what was the other?
You gonna be a mogwai?
Yes, because I think wasn't he magical?
Yes, he was.
Well, there I go. That's black. Magical and not and you know what? And I think he was discriminated against as well.
See, this is the second time somebody has brought this up. Like I was talking
that's
about
like being black anyway.
Like, isn't Mogwai racist or something like that? I was
that's like being black anyway.
I've never heard of that.
It doesn't. It's like being black anyway. So fuck it. That's it. That's my choices.
That felt so good. Okay. I like how I tell everybody, man. Everybody got their own fingerprint when it comes to this whole little game of choices, and I love
Nobody's gonna ever book me after this.
Don't worry. Most people don't get to the end of things, so you good. Like you were saying earlier, remember 30 seconds.
Wait, what group is he a part of? Poet Now Loaded. Poet Now Loaded, motherfucker.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, let everybody know where they can follow you at, what's your handles, what you got going on. All that.
The magnificent MC Lyro, Dame Films, Trust a Shooter Like You Trust God, and Poet Now Loading. That's it. That's the main thing, man. Follow my team, Poet Now Loading. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And you can probably put this clip out on Instagram. Everybody get ready. Poet Now Loading versus everybody is on the way. Okay. Yeah, we coming for you, Mo.
Ooh, that's
yeah.
like Detroit versus everybody.
Yeah, get
that
your
whole
pens
little-
up. Yeah,
That's what's up.
we outside with it.
Hell yeah. Well, this
Yeah.
has been Tell Me a Joke, the guideline and chasing the dream. I've been your host of Maniacal Menace, Kyle Smith. Say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. Hey, remember, man, you can follow me at The Maniacal Menace on Instagram and The Maniacal Menace Comedy. Also, if you need to go ahead and email me anything at tellmeajokeo@gmail.com. And until next time, keep dreaming, jokers.